and somehow you are not obedient. I know it may feel somehow to you like, where, like, what's the big deal and all of that stuff. Of course. But the truth of the matter is that what they did, eh, what they achieved helped a lot of us, okay? At least to see something that has finally given credibility to our own belief that Nigeria cannot be helped. Election can't save Nigeria. The entire system is built not to work. Until you demolish the entire system and those who are sitting on those wooden high table as your rulers, until they perish. So something has to happen. But those who did something so close to it are the obedient. They shook the foundation. Even if some of you, okay, who are actually ethnic bigots, religious fanatics, and those who love this ethnic baiting nonsense, if that picture you are still holding is to undermine what they have done simply because of the damages they have done to the establishment, including those criminals in your APC PDP, listen to me, I can't help you. For the sake of posterity, it is always good to put this on record. They did something so close to destroying the establishment in Nigeria. And it depends on your own conviction. I know some of you will believe that Obi is not different from the same criminals, okay? And therefore, continue to ignore the real obedient, the real people who are actually behind, and they are reason behind this whole disruption. So you can put Obi and whatever you have of him as the front of your sense of reasoning, by then rubbishing whatever other things, by saying Obi deceived them, Obi misled them, anything that gets you to sleep well at night, please hold on to it. But the truth of the matter is that facts don't lie, okay? In fact, like I said, a lot of you were even banking on the fact that when their influence got so intoxicating and so strong that a lot of you were so scared that these guys may pull it off, okay? And Obi could be your president. You were hoping, a lot of you were hoping that they will rig them out. Or, in fact, you were expecting them to be rigged out because you wanted to teach them a lesson. Remember? You saw how they were cheated. And a lot of you shared them on because you couldn't take the humiliation that the people you once called noisemakers, social media noisemakers, they were able to pull millions of votes that, if not because of the manipulation that you know about, they would have defeated PDP, APC right before your very eyes. But we know that they won't let that happen. And why? Because of the corrupt system that you there. So it is, it won't be the first time that a lot of you will be living in denial. It'll be the same life, and it'll be the same word we did before Obidient come out and they started what they started. Abi, it'll be the same word we did that we agree that PDP and APC must go. Then the moment you had the chance of kicking them out, you started telling us why religion matter, why tribe and ethnic matter. And you started living that your fake lie, looking for every excuse to justify your xenophobia. It's okay, but the truth is this. It doesn't matter how you feel, okay? There are some certain things that will never change. And things like what I'm sharing with you tonight, they are part of things that will never change. And it doesn't matter how you feel about it. They shook your leaders to their bones. A lot of you were so quiet for days. You couldn't even post a single picture or video of where Tifnumbu or Atifku won an election because you were waiting to see how much damages these people have done to your structure of criminality. So it's okay if you turn around and begin to kind of gaslight them, make what they have done look like, what is it? At least he came third. You know he didn't come third. You know he didn't come third. But of course, you actually wished and hoped, and as you wanted, that they will use the establishment, the system, to push him to distant third. Some of you were projecting it. So to satisfy that your whimsical mind, I don't even know what that means. I just know that it's something low. It suits your narrative when they finally rigged it and they announced a sick drug lord as the president of Nigeria. At least anybody but Obi. Anyone but Obi. So finally you got Kolu. So why won't you want to jump into a conversation that actually want to really acknowledge and will continue to acknowledge what they have done? It's like saying you won the you won the war, but you lost the battle. Okay? The war was what they call the Save Nigeria War. And if Nigeria was saved by Nigerians genuinely, not twisted, not shortchanged, there's possibility that they may bring unity into it. They may bring understanding into it. They may even bring patriotism back into it. So what happened? Save Nigeria from APC. So APC also said, save Nigeria from the mob, from this Obidient and all that nonsense you also help them share during the campaign, before and during and after. All the bigotry you have secretly promoted because this actually suited the exact result you wanted it to be. So congratulations. But here we are, APC, Egbekegbe. They purportedly said they won the war, okay? But they lost the real battle. The battle is for the soul of Nigeria that has become almost dead now, okay? Patriotism is dead. Leadership is dead. Good governance is dead. Even human rights is dead. Everything is dead, okay? So you won the war or you rigged the war. You still lost the battle. Where is the peace? Where is the unity? Where is the progress? Where is the prosperity? In 2 months, they have shaken your lives. Like a roller coaster, more than you have experienced in the last 6 years at least. You will teach them a lesson. They tried. They did try. But if you are still living in that your euphoria, Obi will never be president. The bottom line is this. Now you have a president. How far is he going with your life? We will never find out anyway. What is Obi going to do differently? We will never find out. Because you have helped them legitimize a criminal and then a terrorist, okay, that promised you nothing. You can't even hold them to anything right now, right? So you rigged the war and you lost the battle. How far with Nigeria? How far with you? Let's continue the flashback. Here is another one.
We are united together, and that is true. That's how it should be.
Ade Williams, is that you? No, Optimus Media. He said Mayegun more like rigged the battle, lost the war. Either way, Jare, maybe you shall get what I'm trying to say. Because I consider that charade as war, unnecessary war. They killed people. Obidient were told not to come and campaign in Lagos. Remember? If they come to Lagos, they will attack them. People were hiding under Third Mainland Bridge to attack the convoy of Obidient in Lagos. Don't forget that now. People were campaigning. Obi was campaigning in Lagos Stadium. Those who managed to make it to the stadium, they were all bloody. They were stitching people's body for just going to a rally of their own political party in Lagos. Don't forget that. This was before elections. So they amputated. You know what I mean? People jumped out of under the bridge of Third Mainland Bridge in that water. They came out of that bridge. In that traffic on Third Mainland Bridge, they were stabbing Obidient in their. Some people had their arms amputated before election at all. Here you get. So I called it war. To me, it's war. That wasn't an election. It was war. Here you get. So even at that, it wasn't a war of weapons or what have you. It was more or less like war of ideas. The old order, the new order. Those who don't want to continue with the old order and they want to try something new. And those who believe that no, trying something new is unacceptable, and they went violent about it. But like I said, idea no matter. You get what I'm trying to, I'll show you another one.
You can make video from here. You can make video from here now. Because I think they will scatter later.
They had this celebration in Kano in one of their successfully held rallies after Obi went there. And it was like this. It's called After Party in Kano. See them.
Party za mu yi jam'iyyar mu ta tsarin gaskiya ku zo mu fita uban kasa ai shi ne turban gaskiya kai wani party za mu zaba wani party za mu zaba kai alheri ya iso wasu sun ce da mu yi sansiya ga shi ta sharo mu cikin gida ta hana ku ta kai mu cikin gida ku zo mu fita uban kasa karshen ta hanya ta iso kai alheri ya iso wasu sun ce
one of those, yeah? Nostalgic, Abi. Take a look at this one.
Sunday Peter. Yes, sir. No, Sunday Peter. But sir. Say obedient. So obedient. Say obi. 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 Say obi.
It was like if you were holding Peter Obi, anything Peter Obi in some part of northern Nigeria, it was like you are just asking to be attacked. Like you are, it's like you are provoking people. It became something like provocative to this intolerant jihadists in northern Nigeria. There are those who actually went out. It was like putting their lives on the line. That was how bad it was in northern Nigeria. But they still kind of came out. But you know, when it comes to the people of Rivers, those ones go help you at the Jara. When they saw Obi, this is what it was like.
The president is here. These are not ants, these are crowds. These are not ants, these are crowds. are not ants, these are crowds. These are not ants, these are crowds. P2B is in Rivers State. Go and tell them that Rivers State is obedient. Go and tell them that Rivers State is obedient. Tell them that P2B is from Rivers State. Go and tell them. Go and tell them that P2B is from Rivers State. Go and tell them that P2B is from Rivers State. Rivers State is obedient. Tell them that Rivers State is obedient. Tell them. This is Rivers State. And Rivers State is obedient.
Like I said, the Obidient declared today as Peter Obi's day. And I choose that to kind of have them on Mayegun's Diary Political to probably tell us more, because these are, those who kind of believed that Peter Obi was good for Nigeria. And now that this is happening, they are kind of coming out to say they have been vindicated, that if it was him, he will never, ever, ever go this route. That Nigerians will continue to kind of, or better still, those who are in government will continue to flaunt it over your faces, that you are the only ones who should suffer. They can't really suffer, you know what I mean? Like, they are awarding themselves humongous salary package, billions and billions for these few people. But for yourselves, you just have to endure. Some people believe that Peter Obi will not sign up for that. And if you also go the route that people will suffer, Disobedient believes that he will never approve any money or support any kind of funding. This Tifnubu just approved, and it's going to get worse. So they feel vindicated. Okay, so let's continue. I've got more. Let me see. I think this one.
Get on your weight. All that rain, see crowd. See crowd. See crowd. Jesus. All that rain. All that rain. All that rain. All that rain. Jesus. All that rain. Sorry, you got a bad one. I go forbid. You got a rain. Go forbid. I'm going to give 50 million youth. Hey! We know what? We know what? We know what? What Bobo juice? We know what? We know what? We are taking back our country. We are taking back our country. See crowd, what they call. See crowd on that rain. Which kind of love one this kind of thing? This is organic crowd. This is organic crowd. This is organic crowd. We go for 2 million, we see 4 million. 2 million mass, we see 4 million. The whole Port Harcourt shut down. Aba road nowhere to pass. Where this crowd from come? Where this crowd from come? Nigerians are tired of bad governments. People sharing our money, buying skyscraper in Dubai. Taking our money to buy skyscraper in Dubai. Using our money to indirectly buy the whole country in their name and their family. Who don't tire? Who don't tire? Now one life everybody get to live. Justice and equity, now what we want. Make the thing go round. Everybody cannot be millionaire, we know, but yes, make things go okay for the common man. Make things go okay for the common man. If you don't have vision for this country, don't come to live, sit at home. If you are too old, sit at home and babysit your grandchildren. We don't tire for bad government. We don't tire, we don't tire. We don't tire. On that rain, see crowd. On that rain, see crowd. This one will be rally when they give one person 1,000 naira to come out. Shishi, we not give. Shishi, they not give. For presidency, P2B. Shishi will not give. Where this crowd from come? Where this crowd from come? Shishi they not give. Shishi they not give. Where this crowd from come? Where this crowd?
Nigeria is so corrupt, which I regret the day I was born in this country. It's unfair. This is unfair now. This is unfair. Nigeria is
fear. Sure you get. All of that was what Werewike blew up and used never seen before terrorism to twist just to force Kolu on them. That happened. Like I said, I know we have a lot of us on right now. So we must agree, especially with Kolu here, that pressure wa and pressure tiwa.
Ó ti dójú ẹ̀ sẹ́yìn. Ó ti dójú ẹ̀ sẹ́yìn. Ó ti dójú ẹ̀ sẹ́yìn. Ó ti.
But again, I still have a few I want to share with you because this whole thing it wasn't just Nigeria. Even people where they are abroad, more people they buy ticket to say they want to go and vote in Nigeria election. I was like, whoa. About this Peter Obi must have a lot of Nigerians. So let us be honest. Who has such influence? A lot of people are trying to get out of Nigeria and in fact getting out of Nigeria. But some of them are planning to go back. They were spending thousands of dollars on air tickets to go and vote for Peter Obi in Nigeria election. Not this much. He did it. But before the election too, they called themselves the Obidient abroad. Abi diaspora Obidient. Now them get money pass. At a point, the establishment in Nigeria, they were now saying that those who were funding obedient groups and movement, they were from abroad. They were Nigerians too, not really directly affected by the destruction of Nigeria. They just want something to work. They too are possibly watching me right now, and they'll be like, I am convinced that he is the one, he could do better. All the way from America.
Wave your flag. It's just a thing as possible. Wave your flag. It's very possible. Nigeria is here. For better infrastructure, for better life, for better roads, for better hospitals.
We have no blinker of electricity. They spend more than $60 billion. They forget that transmission line is a super highway for generated electricity and power. They could not even make a down payment for a roasted corn for that electricity.
Àtisebo, àtisétẹ́, àtisétẹ́, àti ń parọ́ tipẹ́, àtisétẹ́, òtítọ́ òdìmú òdodo òsì mọ́, àtisétẹ́, òtìsétẹ́, kágbàdé fáláre, àtisétẹ́, kágbẹ̀bí fáláre, àtisétẹ́, adájọ́ ń parọ́ torí owó, àtisétẹ́, àtisétẹ́, òtìlú ń parọ́ nítorí ipò, àtisétẹ́, àtisétẹ́, èdò gbówó mi ń tẹ́, àtisétẹ́, àtisétẹ́, ètìsétẹ́.
Atishete. Today, all of you who tried to prevent something like this, you were those they told that they would teach you a lesson. Baba, look at the people they are now teaching lesson. You try to stop this, oh.
Question now. You don't know how much they sell for. If I don't fire small, I will leave her. The thing go down for you. If you don't have food, it's complete. You know that? I don't manage my phone small. Say the way I need the buy for me. Almost sure. JJ now they pay. Don't be motor they move like this. If you don't slow small, I will start that again. Fire small. Offer. If you no be go with the go so. What do you say go see for give like this? The video me now. But I don't know how much they sell for. The person come tell me say they use for they wait for traffic light at the place. Now you don't just slow down now. Why you collect money now? See this one. I thought I enter motor like this. Again, you are last get down.
Let's be poor. Breathe. Don't suffocate them. We have that responsibility.
Responsibility. In 2 months, we will to change you. But going forward, again, I still have 1 or 2 to share with you before you, the obedient or obedient critics, can join this conversation for the next 1 hour once I finish with this. Okay. Here is also a part throwback as well for tonight, ladies and gentlemen. This time around, Peter Obi, in one of those outings, captured a flashback.
I'm not of Lagos Business School. I'm not of Oxford University. I'm not of Cambridge. I can go on. I can happily go and visit my wife here. Today, this is the first time we are presenting to you for the first time in Nigeria since Nigeria started. For the first time in Nigeria, since Nigeria started, Labour Party is producing what has never happened before. We are now going to offer you our chairman, national chairman, presidential candidate, and vice presidential candidate. The 3 most important people in this journey are all born after independence. For the first time in Nigeria. For the first time in Nigeria. If you take the average 22. So you can see, candidate, I don't want to say anything because some say we don't know their age. If you like some, this year will be by competence. Yes, sir. We want people who are competent. We want people who have the capacity. We want people who have compassion. So they know when people are suffering. We cannot continue the way we are going now. It is impossible. You voted for umbrella. He leaked. Suffering for you. You voted for broom. It's for gender poverty. Now we want you to vote for human being. So constant progressing. Mama, Papa. We care about Mama. We care about Papa. We care about the king. That is the beginning of your life. Our commitment is total. Our identity has said, hold those responsible for a new Nigeria. We will change this Nigeria. We will give you exactly how many the growth of Nigeria annually. We will stop all this stealing. None of us have stolen money from government. Our record is clear. They told them stingy because they're stealing all the money. That is what they want. They want to buy your vote. If they give you money, they can tell you so. They can have your money. Vote for us.
It's very terrible. It's very terrible because we don't expect all the thing wey e happen for now for this Baba our president because I like him, I vote for him, I work for him. If you see my message, I write him name for body of my message. So I love Baba pass all this way. This thing no fit I don't know how to. It's very terrible. It's very terrible.
Many people are in the bank because many people are dying. Everything are doing. Pressure ti wà. Bá sọ Yorùbá. Gbogbo nǹkan ṣẹlẹ̀ ń lu yìí. Pressure ti wà. Èyí gbogbo ṣe sọ. Ṣé ìlú lé fún wa lówó wa ànówó wá sọ wá di lazy youth. Náà sọ wá di lazy youth.
You know, it's just that switch. They switch from we'll go do this and that and everything that went down and all that, and then to what you have arrived at today. So yes, it's gonna be the next 90 minutes. Okay, for all of you, the obedient. Okay, come and tell us what makes your conviction. What I mean, that conviction that this Nigeria that they have skeletoned, the one that they have emptied, you're somehow convinced, or you are convinced that if it was Obi, it would be a different thing. Or you just want to share this time to say happy birthday to him as well, because that's what I have seen so far. You've taken over the whole global space to show your appreciation for a man that did not abandon you for the easy one by joining the oppressors that you are trying to run away from. He lost friends. A lot of his friends, he said a lot of his friends don't pick his call anymore. They were avoiding him. They didn't want to be seen with him so that whatever they are benefiting from Nigeria's system, they won't lose them. He still remains steadfast. You have seen it all. But for today and for the record, it will be a great thing to be part of this. And everybody is welcomed, okay? So I already have people who are already waiting. Okay, the link is in that description. If you check that video very well, to participate. It is not phone calls, so there's no point in calling in. Don't call in. Okay. So what happened is that you open that link on a device. If you want to use your phone or laptop or iPad, just make sure that the device you want to use is not the same device that you are watching this broadcast with. All right. You won't be able to. Okay. So then make sure that your camera is on and you are in a place that is not crowded, noisy, or dark. We need to see your face. Also, put on some clothes. I know it is late in some places right now. Please don't join us from your bedroom where you are naked or half naked. Okay? I won't let you join. Apart from that, I am just going to be here to listen to all the wonderful things you have to say about a demand that changed the political narratives in Nigeria. And those who once claimed they wanted a working country, a good country, away from these rogues, they had to agree with their oppressors to stop him. So those of you who have remained, you've been called, name tagged, and the rest of that. Now, I would love to see you express how you do feel. It is random. Imagine if one of the visitors happened to be Peter Obi himself. Not expecting, no. But before we get to that part, before I start taking everybody in, on the occasion of his 62nd birthday, right? This is how he spent that today. Some of the videos I've seen online are the Obidient going to, charity homes and all of these needy people's homes and all that, giving them stuff. Some are even giving people money online. Okay, if you're obedient, gather here. If you're obedient, gather here. Obedient, gather here. I've been seeing all of that where people are already giving money to themselves in their own celebration of Peter Obi birthday. But the man himself, he was in Mangu, a local government area that has come under several terrorist attacks in the past and in the recent time, right? Over 500 people have been killed in less than 2 months in Plateau State alone. Okay, since this Tifnubu came to power or has been, sworn in. So this is the guy on his own 62nd birthday. Just short clip, not long.
Somebody's calling. Madam will deliver. Let me shout. Madam will deliver my message. Madam will give people my message. I've seen the traditional ruler. I've got to see the traditional ruler. Madam will give people my message. I left the message to him. But let me assure you, as long as you're here, Nigeria is in IDP camp. You must go back to your place. So Madam will tell you what we've said in the palace. I've seen the governor, I've seen everybody. The rest assured, we are committed to ensuring that you return to your villages. Thank you and God bless you.
In Plateau State, where Nigerians who have been displaced by terrorists have been living under the worst inhumane conditions. They are not the Nigerian government's priority. Rather, they have opened shop on them. Different, under Bokwari, billions and billions, hundreds of billions of naira were stolen in the name of rehabilitating rehabilitating those affected by terrorism. Unfortunately. And I love the fact that he continued to say, that's not the first time. Oh. I remember him saying same thing that as long as any Nigeria is there, if there's one Nigeria living in IDP camp in any part of Nigeria, it is the whole Nigeria that is in captivity, living in IDP camp. He's very good with words. And somehow, a lot of people don't know how he managed to win this organic support. They don't care to know. That's why they want to run you down. They want to talk down on you. They want you to feel less. You are telling them that you will teach them a lesson. Now, who is now learning lesson now, if you ask me? Anyway, like I said, I actually love people who have empathy, by the way. Sure you get. And those who are very consistent with such. I kind of like that. I have this special place in my heart for people who who care for other people. And when you care for people that you don't expect anything in return, that is the best of the best care you can give. People you can give to, but cannot actually, they can't give you back. And that is why when you see the organization that I am part of, the convener of, and all other people who are also working with me on this kind of idea, right? Yoruba Union. You see, when you go to the interland, when you go to the heartland of some of, or should I say, when you go to some of these communities in different parts of Nigeria, if you make it your duty, like a regular, consistent one, you'll be so shocked with the level of, you know what I mean? The level of poverty, the level of ignorance, and the destruction this has done to people, ruined them. So every time you have a chance of helping, you wish that the government who has the actual tool to build institutions that will care for those who are vulnerable, especially in times of this vulnerability like this, unfortunately, rather than them help the vulnerable, they just ended up milking them. So yeah, as you know, as the convener of the Yoruba Union with other people in my own team too, we have been doing something similar since we discovered the level of poverty and the level of ignorance and how powerless some of our people are, even if they want to fight back. A lot of them have no strength to actually really fight. But when I say strength, not the strength of stamina, I'm talking about, you know, something that you can say you are living for, something that keeps your mind and soul together, you know, where you can actually think, reason, and probably begin to feel like you deserve better than what you have right now. So if you are a politician, you might want to go into political way and see if you can help them with that. But if you are not, there's always going to be something that will actually get you more angrier with what Nigeria has become. As you are watching this broadcast, Yoruba Union, an organization that is indeed using, you know, using the little resources we have to share and spread love, and at the same time to educate and enlighten our people, the situation we found ourselves and what they can do. In fact, if everybody is well informed, we can help ourselves. Yoruba Union, which you know about anyway. So as you're watching this video, there is something going on that I'm going to bring the report to you. Some of our money, some of our own resources that we put together, we are reaching out to the vulnerable too. I'll share this partly, this story of this guy. I'll tell you what he said, but when you're merely looking at the video, we tell the whole story. A young man, all right? I don't know what actually caused this. I don't know if it is called gingering or what. I don't know. You would tell me. He lost his 2 legs because he stepped on something. And because of this, he became immobile. Now, Yoruba Union put together little resources to kind of reach out to these kind of people. We didn't know the story is even more deeper than that. Just give him something and all that. Take a look at Lukman from Kwara State, a Yoruba man that is suffering from a debilitating health condition that has made him to lose his legs. And as it is, the leg continued to kind of peel off and peel until, you know, it is a very sad one. And I'm sorry if I get you upset for watching this. I'll tell you what he said after. Then we're going to start our parliament. The Obidient, no vex, so I won't sneak this in. It's about reaching out and helping people. And in today's Obi's, you know, birthday, asking all of you to go and help people and all that, we do something similar too. And we are actually going to make this case a special one. This case is very special. I'll tell you more about it. Watch this.
2023 Yoruba Union Congress. 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 Yoruba
Orúkọ mi Lukman Abdulsalam.
Ọmọ ìlú wo ni yín sà?
Ọmọ Amáyọ̀ ni mí.
Alright. Kí ló ṣe yín? Kí ni ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ tó ṣe yín?
Ní November 16, 2015, mo kàn rí pé mo kàn notice pé mo dédé jí nìkan bíi 5:05 ní ìdájí. Mo dẹ̀ jáde pé kí n lọ tọ̀. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni mo rí mo kàn notice pé mo tẹ̀ nǹkan mọ́lẹ̀. So láti ìgbà yẹn ni mo ti wà lẹ́nu ẹ̀. So wọ́n operate ẹsẹ̀ kan. Nígbà tó di 2020 again, second one bẹ̀rẹ̀. Second one ni kò wá sónírànlọ́wọ́ kankan mọ́ tí ìyá àti bàbá mi kú. So mo wà lórí ìdùbúlẹ̀ complete 4 months. Tẹ́sán yẹn fi jẹrà fúnra rẹ̀ tó fi rí bọ́ọ̀lù.
Ó jẹrà, ó wá rí bọ́.
Náà mo fi ní pẹ̀ntù. Ó jẹrà fúnra rẹ̀ tó fi rí bọ́ọ̀lù. So egungun ilé ṣì wá ń ta. So gbogbo àwọn ẹran yìí ó ṣẹ̀ tún.
Iṣẹ́ wo lẹ ń ṣe gẹ́gẹ́ kó tó di pé.
Mẹkáníìkì ni mí.
Òkè mẹkáníìkì tèwo ṣe ti mọ́tò ní.
Mẹkáníìkì mọ́tò.
Àbítọ̀
ọ̀gá aṣẹ́dẹ̀ ni mí.
Ní bẹ́gà àpapàrò ní bẹ́gà. Ẹ kí lẹ wá fẹ́ káwọn ọmọ Nàìjíríà ṣe fún yín
báyìí? Fẹ́ káwọn ọmọ Nàìjíríà ràn mí lọ́wọ́. Ìgbádùn kò sí àlàáfíà fún mi mọ́ pẹ̀lú egungun ẹsẹ̀ mi tó wà ń ta yìí. Ọmọ 4 ti wà, ìyàwó mi ti fi mí lẹ̀ lọ láti gba ẹsẹ̀ first time. So kò sí onírànlọ́wọ́ kankan mọ́. Ìyá mi ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ kú December 25, bàbá mi ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ kú ní January 2nd. So kò sí onírànlọ́wọ́ kankan fún mi. Wíṣẹ́ àti mo lò kan ó ti bàjẹ́. Mo kàn pọ̀n mi wá ta láàárọ̀ mi kàn wá jókòó sí ibà. Wọ́n á fẹ́ kí ọmọ Nàìjíríà ràn mí lọ́wọ́. Bí ìṣe ní kú báyìí tèmi náà fi lè tọ́jú ọmọ mi torí kò sí onírànlọ́wọ́ kankan mọ́. Wọ́n ní kí n wá owó wá òun àwọn operate ẹsẹ̀ mi 350 láti bí 2 years kò sí ẹni kankan. Gbogbo nǹkan tí mo ní ni mo ti tà. Oúnjẹ mo fi ń jẹ pẹ̀lú mi àtàwọn ọmọ mi. Mo á bẹ̀ gbogbo ọmọ Nàìjíríà kó ràn mí lọ́wọ́ kó má jẹ́ n kú báyìí torí ọmọ mi, kó má jẹ́ kí ọmọ mi di ọmọ lọ́mọ.
A little bit upsetting. Help me mute your microphone, please. I can put some of you on. Let me see if I can mute this. Okay, I think I could do that myself. Let's see. So now, if you want to be part of this chart, like I said, it is just a medium for the Obidient to come and tell us what we don't know about Peter. If you want to be part of this chart, like I said, you just mute everyone joining. To come and tell us. Mute your microphone. I don't know if you can hear me. Mr. Bello Tulesa, I muted you earlier anyway, so I think it unmuted itself. So sorry about that. Yes, so what Lukman was saying, for those who didn't understand Yoruba, was that he stepped on something a few years back, and it's been then he lost his 2 legs to that whatever that disease is, and the legs still continue to sort of rotten as we speak. Here you get. So, and he said one that really breaks hearts. Okay, number 1, his wheelchair is broken, so we're already giving him a new one. We've given him a brand new one. All right. Then he said something about him being treated for a patry 300,000 or 350,000 naira, and for 2 years, all he was making was just to feed himself. He could only barely feed himself. He's got 4 kids. His wife left him since this predicament. That really got to me. When you have, when people who are mostly forgotten are those who are living in the rural areas where the poverty and the destruction brought about by bad leadership in Nigeria really reflects on. So Obi met them one-on-one. I haven't met these people one-on-one, okay? But if I open my diary for you, I have loads of people who have already been signed up onto the Yoruba Union. People we are going to actually reach out to with any peanut and little we have. Then we'll have a talk with them until we have enough of them who, number one, will understand why they are where they are, and how can they get out of it. How do you get out of it? It's only by being armed with the right information, so that those who put you there, they will not continue what to press you down there or prevent you from coming out of it. So if you have the right information, that's the belief. So yeah, if you are already added, remember you need to put your camera on, and I can see the Obidient who have already joined. I'm going to be bringing them on one by one, and then we're going to share the slot. And then I remember, please, if you are joining me, you need to be in a place where you have enough light over your face, okay? And you don't have to join me by lying down like this is some kind of FaceTime call, okay? You can't do that. I won't bring you up at all. I can see everybody from behind before I bring them on. So remember this. It's just you trying to tell us what we don't know. And at the same time, use this time to probably send a message to your fellow obedient if you are an obedient yourself. If you're just an independent observer, it's also welcome. Let's keep all our views and what have you short so that we can have as many people as possible. Okay. So here we are. I want to broaden the screen so that I can, remember this. We can identify ourselves by the names. I'm going to put my own name on so that you can put yours, or yours can show up too. Give me a sec. This is me just arranging everything to suit what we want to do. So thank you. So without delay or wasting any much of our time, I know that your conversation will start with happy birthday and then anything that follows, but let's keep it short, maybe 2-3 minutes. All right, and we'll go to the next person and to the next person and all that. Okay, and thank you, Mr. Bello. Tunde, it's like you are wearing your